Hey y'all, so I got my monster bass for my second month in. This is for the southern region, and I am here in Texas. So we're gonna go through this, and this is another one of the mystery box subscriptions. I really liked the first box, so let's see what this one has. One thing I didn't like whenever I got this box, look here. There's no tape on this front sill. So this was already, the sill was already broken before I got it. So, you know, I don't think anything would be missing, but when the sill's already broken before you get it, it definitely leaves some questions there. But let's get into it. Let's see what we've got. So we've got our Monsterbass thank you letter with the brands and baits on the back. We've got our sticker, excuse me, and we'll go with the Monsterbass brand popper first. This is a black and blue with a feathered treble on the rear. Looks like VMC hooks. They call it the Mad Max topwater. Looks very similar to just a standard pop R, but we'll see how it works. I love my topwater, so this is definitely going to get used. Next, we'll keep it on the top, and we've got a Copper's Live Target all body frog, and this is a poppin' frog. This is the Scott Martin frog. Now I wish this one was in black as well, but the white definitely is the second best that I use. Pretty decent looking frog. There you go, cup face. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to keep this one or if I'm going to give this one to my boy. As much as I love frog fishing, he's just getting into frog fishing, and I've got probably 2 full boxes of frogs, and he could definitely use a few more to learn on, especially some better frogs that are a little bit higher quality. Next, this bait, I'm not too fond of it, to be honest, but I'm not real fond on this brand. They make good stuff, but this is the Bandit crankbait. I think it's 200 series, 4 to 8 foot diver. It's a good color. I mean, it's similar to a sexy shad color pattern. They call this one a blue herring. It's a good color. I just don't like the brand. I throw more Rapala style crankbaits when I do throw a crankbait. I think I would have rather had, you know, another topwater or a jig or, you know, a deep diving crankbait instead of a shallow diver. You know, we're getting into the summer months here, and here in Texas, a lot of the fish seem to be caught either shallow first thing in the morning, or you're catching them deep offshore on ledges where you're dragging deep crankbaits up off of ledges. So I think I would rather have a deeper diving crankbait this time of year and had that crankbait, you know, in the early spring whenever you're going to be banging rocks on the dam or banging rocks around, you know, bridges and other rocky areas like that. Next I am excited for, though, and that's going to be the Booyah 3/8 ounce bankroll jig. Now, I don't throw a ton of jigs, but I need to throw them more often. This time of year they work. Shoot, they work year round. Who are we kidding? This does have a really flat style head. Don't know if you can see that well. Here, we'll pull it out of the package. But jig fishing is, I mean, no matter where you go in the country, you can catch a fish on a jig. But I just don't throw them as much as I should. Now, and this is good color. Again, I prefer black and blue almost exclusively, but you know, I do throw other colors as well. But yeah, I mean, it's a good looking jig. It's going to sit up like so. Going to have that trailer sitting up there, so it'll definitely do a lot of damage for me here, and I'm excited to try it. It'll get used sooner rather than later. It'll probably go replace a couple of other jigs I've got in my box already, so excited for that one. Next, we've got some tubes. Strike King coffee tubes. Okay. And I would open these, but I know my wife will shoot me if I open them. This is a 3.5-inch model. It's called the KVD Kick. Looks kind of like a watermelon silver flake. Kind of hard to see the color pattern, but it's more of a watermelon seed silver. Tubes work. I don't throw them much, but you know, I do have a brother and stepbrother rather that'll throw this all day. So those will probably go to him. Still a great bait. I just don't throw them. This one right here is really nice. Color pattern that I really like too. This is gonna be a V&M Thundershad, a tilapia color, and I know these typically don't smell that bad. Okay, gotta make sure the wasp won't shoot me. Little swim bait. Really nice color pattern there. I really like these baits, so we'll see how they work. V&M usually makes really good stuff. So definitely excited to be throwing this one. I love throwing swim baits. One of my favorite things to throw. And then we've got some wide gap, or fat gap as they call it here, Daiichi 3/0 or 4/0 rather, hooks. Which those will be perfect with those little swim baits for fishing them weightless. Could also fish them straight like this with no weights on that tube or Texas rig. Use them pretty much however we want. And last but not least, we have the Yum Genie in Blue Fleck. Now this is not one I've seen around here before, so I am really excited to try this out. It's a larger plastic worm, 7.5 inches is what it shows. It looks larger. So let's pull one of these bad boys out and get it open. But this is definitely different. Look, these ribs aren't like your normal plastic worm. They're just different. Looks almost like a reptilian style head with just a little spade tail. But these I'm definitely going to be trying out. I love that color. Blue Fleck works really well down here. So excited about that. So overall we got what? 3 packs of soft plastics, pack of hooks, a jig, 2 top waters, and a crankbait. You know, this month, to be honest, it's okay. Let's see here. Looks like everything's there as far as what's on this card. Only thing I see different on the card versus what's in the box is we got the tubes instead of the game hogs. Now I can't lie, I'd be a lot happier if I would have got the game hogs. That's going to be very similar to brush hog style bait. I throw those a lot more. This month, top water makes it solid. Assortment of full-size soft plastics makes it really solid. The crankbait, just not a fan. So I would say this box overall this month, I'd say probably a B minus. Not great, but not bad. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see what these catch, and we'll see y'all later.